Hi everybody, my name is David Nesbitt. I'm the PGA Director of Instruction at Boulder Ridge Golf Club in San Jose, California. And the topic we're going to discuss today is how to hit from those downhill lies when your left foot is lower than your right foot. I know it's hard to tell from this angle with the camera, but this is about a 3% slope. So I'm going to teach you a couple setup changes and a couple swing changes, and hopefully we can get you to be more successful with this shot. Let's get started. Okay, so for the first part of this tip, we're going to teach you how to set up properly to have a better chance of striking the ball cleanly. First thing we're going to talk about is widening your stance. As you can see from this camera angle, you can definitely see my left leg is lower than my right leg. Again, it's about a 3, almost 4% slope here. So by widening our stance, we give ourselves a better chance to maintain our balance throughout the swing. If we have too narrow of a stance and we try to swing, it's real easy for gravity to pull my weight downward, resulting in a miss hit. So again, widen your stance a bit. Second thing in our setup that we're going to change is ball position. I like it right about the middle of my stance, but when the slope is downhill, I put it a little bit back in my stance. That ensures that I'm going to strike the ball first and then the ground. So ball position a little further back. The next thing we're going to talk about is what to do with our weight. Normally, when I take a full swing, my weight goes to my back leg and then to my front leg on the downswing. However, with this shot, again, depending on the severity of the slope, we want to focus about maybe 70% of our weight on our front side. And again, that depends on how steep the slope is. This is a pretty steep slope. So I'm going to leave about maybe 75% of my weight on my front side and leave it right there throughout the swing. Okay? And then lastly, I want to tilt my shoulders to match the tilt or slope of the terrain. If I can tilt my shoulders this way, it allows me to keep my shoulders on a relatively level plane that I would if I had a normal level shot. So my shoulders need to slope this way, and I'm favoring that left side, as you can all see. So those are the setup changes. Next we'll talk about the swing changes. Then we'll go ahead and put both of them together and see if we can't make a good solid shot. So when we're playing this downhill shot, what makes this, again, such a difficult lie is gravity wants to pull our weight forward. Okay? Sometimes we end up resisting that forward motion and we end up doing this. And when that right shoulder goes down, something like this usually occurs, which is hitting way behind the ball, or sometimes you catch the ball in the upswing, which causes that thin shot. It's real easy to thin this shot. So what we got to try to do again is maintain our shoulders being level to the slope. Again, we don't have a lot of weight shifting going on back and forth, so keep that weight on that front side and just leave it right there. When I swing, I feel like all my weight, or at least I feel a very tense quadricep muscle in my left leg. If I can keep that tension there, that means I'm probably going to get a nice pass through the ball. Also, because we're on such a slopey terrain, we want to make sure we're not taking a full length backswing. Okay, limit your swing to maybe 3/4 swing, and I always try to think of my left arm when it's parallel to the ground. That's about a 3/4 swing. Anytime we get too long of a swing, we end up losing our balance and probably mishitting the golf ball. So limit the backswing to 3/4 maximum. Now typically the ball flight is going to fly a lot lower because we've decreased the loft of the club by going downhill. And the ball will typically want to fly, if you're a right-handed golfer, a left to right or a slice spin. So when you're setting up, make sure you're accommodating that. Make sure you're aiming left of the target. Because the ball is going to fly lower, it's also going to roll more. So accommodate for that as well. Okay, so let's give it a shot. I'm going to set up with a wider stance. I'm going to put that ball position a little further back in my stance. Okay, I'm going to load up my left side, so about 70 to 75% of my weight on this front foot. My shoulders are going to be more level to the lie, my slope. And then I'm going to take a shorter swing, finish in a nice position on my front foot. Try to keep those shoulders level to the slope throughout the swing. All right, I'm going to aim a little left. And I did a pretty good shot. I'm on the green, middle of the green. That's pretty good from here. I got a chance to get up and down, maybe even make a birdie. Thanks for watching my tip. Again, my name is David Nesbitt. I'm the Director of Instruction at Boulder Ridge Golf Club in San Jose, California. I hope these help you with your game. Good luck.